just to report the injuries. Paris Campbell had the foot. Rakusin had re-aggravated his ankle. T.Y., as we saw, had the quad there at the end, and then Jordan Lucas had a knee. All right, great victory. Played really well in all three phases. That's what we talked about. That's what we talked about in there. Really a great performance defensively. Just felt like they were able to play suffocating defense and never really allow big plays and kind of make them earn it, and then created the turnovers. And then plus with the fourth down stop, so that's really like a fourth turnover. So excellent defensive performance. Special teams was on point and played well. And then I thought offensively we played well. We hit the big chunk plays in the first half, and then obviously in the second half, got the running game going. So good, complete win.
Do you have any sense of the severity for T.Y.?
I don't think it's bad. I think he caught it. Sometimes when you go to kind of pull a muscle, and if you can get off it quick. So we're gonna have to wait to see how it responds over the next 24 hours. But he was okay. He was okay, but we'll see.
How do you feel he played, Frank?
T.Y. played unbelievable. We knew, looking for a spark from one of the things we just talked about in there. He gave one of the more I've heard some really good inspirational talks. And as you guys know, every Saturday morning we have a player talk to the team. And I'll never forget. I don't think anybody will ever forget what was said Saturday morning. It was special and given in a way that only T.Y. could do it. So, and then he came out here and provided a spark, especially early. First play, obviously we wanted to get it to him early, then hit the big play to him. So he is our leader. He's one of our key leaders, and just love him in every way.
What was the gist of his message?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into that. That's special. That's like a sacred moment right there. So it was something, he can tell you if he wants, but that was just one of those special moments. Nothing would ever do it justice.
The last 2 weeks, I realize it's a small snapshot, but getting the ball down the chunk plays, is it because of a healthy quarterback primarily?
Yeah, and I think healthy quarterback, good protection, good defensive play, where we can call those plays. He's throwing it really well down the field. Confidence in the receivers, playmaking ability down. I just think growing confidence in the offense and growing confidence in his receivers. So, it's been really good. Carson's been really good.
The same token, you guys have had several explosives in the running game, and is that just Jonathan Taylor being at full?
Yeah, the O-line played well. I watched the tape, but in the first half, I saw they handed me the stat sheet walking in. I was like 17 yards rushing. That's terrible. But I thought about it for a second. We only had 4 possessions, and we hit chunk pass plays. And if you say, what do you want? Do you want to grind it out in the run game or hit chunk? I want to hit chunk plays. So we just didn't get very many runs called in the first half. And then we missed one first down execution-wise that we should have hit. So we really didn't get that many called.
When you look at your, I know you guys like to spread the ball around the running game. Is Jonathan getting to the point where he's a guy that can maybe get 20 touches, whether it's running or receptions in a game, just because of what he can do in both areas?
Yeah, I think in the perfect game, in my mind anyway, the perfect game, he's getting at least 20 carries. He's getting at least 20 carries. And having a big day. So, when we go into it, when we talk as an offensive staff, obviously I want Marlon and him in there to touch the ball, but we've talked about it as a staff with Marcus and with Scotty Montgomery that, hey, we want him to have 20 carries. So because in a good offensive game, we're going to have 30 carries we should have at least 30 carries as an offense, and I see 20 of those going to Jonathan and the rest splitting up between Naheem and Marlon on a good day.
Frank, has it felt like you guys have been trying to find your ceiling for like 6 weeks? You talk about 3 of your best players being hurt, T.Y., Darius, and Carson at various times. We haven't really seen what you guys can look like, and it's been difficult on the coaching staff, I'm imagining, trying to work through that without these guys at their best.
Well, we've been fighting through some injuries, and I think we've been doing a good job, and I think we're getting better. It's not really a surprise, given the whole situation. I wish it could have ramped up faster and more intensely, but I'm happy with the progress we're making. We're still missing a couple great players in Quentin and Braden. So hopefully get them back maybe this week, who knows. But well, I hope we're just scratching the surface. There's going to be some ups and downs for sure, but in all three phases, we just need to continue to get better.
Frank, when you acquired Carson and you thought about how the offense would look, how big a part of that picture was big plays, just chunk plays in general?
It's a huge part of it. I mean, this is a guy I knew in Philadelphia. I mean, he can be a big play machine, but what I've been more impressed with is I know he can make those plays, but I like the way he's taking care of the football. I like the way he's handling the game, getting us in and out of the right run checks, just being in control out there, and then trusting his guys to make the big plays and making good decisions, and being accurate with the ball, especially down the field, which he's been off the charts.
As a play caller, again, you said you'd rather the chunks than to grind it out. As a play caller, you get Jonathan goes 76 yards last week, 83 this week. I mean, those plays aren't designed to go 76 and 83, are they?
No, that's where that's where you get the playmakers. I mean, that's what playmakers do, and we all know that's what Jonathan is capable of. And obviously, the O-line got that play started, in both instances, and then receivers got to make plays downfield. We talk about that a lot. We work hard at it. But at the end of the day, you got to have the guy that can take it to the house, and he's one of those guys.
Frank, it looked like Strasser laid into the line after that first drive of the second half. How do you assess the job he's done given the injuries up front?
I've said it from the start. I think Strauss is one of the best O-line coaches in the league. I mean, the way he teaches and coaches, there's a consistency about it. He's second to none as far as I'm concerned. I think the guys respond to him. I think they respect him. I think they want to play hard for him. And so really, really glad that he's on the staff and he has those guys playing well.
I know it's
Frank,
the complementary football you guys played today, how can you take that and now gain some momentum from that going forward?
Yeah, that's the key. That's the key, JJ. I mean, we just have to keep building. We have to. This is why this was so important to win like this. We have to feel what that feels like to continue to grow defensively, coming up with big plays and turnovers when we need to, coming up with key stops offensively. Getting those chunk plays, and then special teams. Playing really sound football. Making all of our scoring opportunities. Right, Badgley did a great job stepping in there today. So it was a good step, but we know we got to get a lot better.